In this episode, I detect the old Lloyd Ward house, built sometime around 1789. I am joined by Brian Hahn, who helps me identify a unique piece of local history, which is featured in today's video. There isn't much in the history books about this early family, even though they constructed a stately home for the area during this early period along the western edge of Virginia. Lloyd Ward was born about 1751 in Frederick County, Maryland, the son of Edward, who was a prosperous planter in that county. It is said, at the death of Edward, he bequeathed his son John and Lloyd, his slaves whom he named by name. Lloyd became a soldier in the American Revolutionary War, being enlisted in 2 muster rolls for the Maryland militia. He served under Captain Thomas Connor. Following the war, he married Elizabeth Bell and fathered 9 children, the last being born in 1790 in Hampshire County, Virginia, now West Virginia. It was in 1839, following the death of his wife Elizabeth, Lloyd moved with his son's family to Illinois. Sadly, it was the same year, 1839, that the elder Lloyd would pass away, and now lies in an unmarked grave in the Pleasant Grove Cemetery in Jefferson County, Illinois, near other Revolutionary War soldiers from the area. The home, known as the Ward House, is currently undergoing renovation by its new owner, and I hope to showcase the interior in an upcoming episode. Stay tuned. On site, and right here behind me is a home that was built in the 1780s. I just want to give you a little disclaimer. I'm right on Route 50, US Route 50. This was the Northwestern Turnpike, and it went from Winchester, Virginia, all the way to the Ohio River. And this was one of the main arteries during the Civil War. So I'm excited to be here, and there's a lot of land here to detect. I don't know if I'll get out into these farm fields yet or not, but I have a high suspicion that we're going to find some Civil War bullets out here. We may not, but that's my hope. The troop movement and troop activity along this highway, this road was here during the Civil War, and I've had great luck on properties all along this road finding Civil War artifacts. Now, back to this house. I don't know what is virgin ground up here along this. I mean, the blockhouse here, obviously that's fairly modern, and there's a retaining wall right here. I don't know when that retaining wall was put in, and so probably a lot of this is backfill, and a lot of the old artifacts may in fact be pretty deep. And I reckon there's going to be a lot of trash in this yard. All right, I got a decent hit right here. 27, 28, right there. We're gonna dig that up right there. All right. Let's get a little bit deeper. All right. Let's see if I got it out. I did. Do you see anything? I don't see anything. It's gotta be small. It is a coin. It is a coin. It's a dime. It's a Roosevelt dime. Man, that deep. That deep. All right. Well, it's a coin, but it's not what we're looking for. Let's keep going. That's not what we're looking for. All right, let's cover that hole. We'll move on. All right, you guys, I popped the plug and pulled it out, and we got us something good. I'll let you listen to it. 23, 24, 26. Do you see it? Oh my. That is a crotal bell. Oh, that is awesome. That is a great find. That is a fantastic find. We'll clean this up. We'll clean that up and see if it's got a little ringer in there. That's only the second hole one I've ever found. And the irony of it is, the last one I found was just a few weeks ago. But hopefully you already saw that video. All right, so it's a crotal bell. Let's keep going. All right, I got a good hit here. Let's take a look at it. It's up 23. Where is it? Right there. Solid 23. We just found that crotal bell about 5 feet from here. Let's see. Let it be something good. Let it be a button, or a coin, or a buckle, or even another bell would be fine. Alright, so it's over here. What is that? Oh, okay, so it's a ring. And this is the kind of ring that you'd find on an oil lamp. Right at the base of the oil lamp. Right where the turnstile is. Okay, well, it's brass and it's round. And it's almost the size of that coin. All right, I'm off the front of the house here, and I had a pretty good hit. It's not that deep though, and it's still in the plug. I'll let you guys listen to it. It's a little jumpy, but it's got that high pitch, that high tone. So that could be good, or that could be bad. But let's hope it's good. I'd love to find a coin in this yard. You know, an old coin. Or anything Civil War related. So what is that? Well, it's muddy out, so I can't. Oh, what is that? Got some writing on there. I don't know what that says. Could be a token of some sort. It is a token. It says this token something. It's a token of some sort. I'll clean that up and we'll take a look at it. All right, can you guys see what it says? Until I get home, that's about as best that I can do with this. And I'm sure by now you'll have already seen it because I've put it in the video of what this is. All right, you guys, I just popped the plug and pulled it out, and I see it right here. And what is it? You know what? I find these a lot. This is actually the rim or the ring of a pocket watch. And it seems like I find one of these just about every outing anymore. These were very, very common back in the, really around the 1880s to, I'd say, the 1940s, maybe 30s. And this was their wristwatch back in the day. These pocket watches were very, very common. I have never found one with the glass frame or the numbers on it. Typically it's just a frame that you find. But I saw something else in this hole, and it's brick, and it's red brick. So probably came off of this house originally, or there could be another, there could have been a kitchen right here. So we'll go a little slow here, and we'll see if we can't find the rest of that. All right, not doing bad. I found my first wheat cent. This is only the second coin I found in the yard so far. I'll clean that up, get you a date on that. The yard, I mean, this yard is, in my opinion, it's been detected quite a bit, I'm sure. The landowner here is just recently moved in, and I don't think they've been here quite a year. And they're renovating this old farmhouse behind us that is a log cabin. And this is one of the most prominent old houses along the highway in these parts. All right, you guys, I just took a break for lunch, and I cleaned up the crotal bell. Still has a little ringer in there, and I'll let you take a look at it. You can see barely see it. I got to clean up a little better, but I can't tell what number it is, not yet anyway. It looks like it's a very well used and very old bell, but I think it might be a number 3, maybe a number 3 or number 4. I have Brian Hawley's getting ready to join us out here today. I've been waiting for him to get off work, so he'll be here in about 10 minutes, I'm guessing. And I want to go out here and hit this field, and hopefully we'll get some Civil War stuff. I'm actually surprised we haven't found that yet. But there's just been so much movement out here with Civil War troops right along this road, thousands of them. Tens of thousands, and there should be stuff out here, but I think this farm has been detected many times in the past. It'd be interesting to see what all they pulled out of here, but I don't know how they missed that. I really don't. All right, you guys, it's been a while since I have found anything, and honestly, what I'm looking at isn't that great, but it's interesting, because I wanted to show you something. The road used to come down through here, and there used to be a building that sat right here. There's a foundation there, and there's some stone steps going up into it. I never found anything around that. It was just a lot of iron signals. And I noticed that the road came down this way, and it's built up right there, and it crossed the creek right there. So this was a, I figured the horses are coming down through there, and they'd have to slow the wagons down. And so what I have found is really has to do with that. And I see it right here, and I think it's going to be a rivet. I think it's going to be a rivet, but it might not be. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's a rivet. And so I'm not surprised to find this here. And I won't be surprised if I find a horse tack buckle or two in here. But you never know, there could be some coins too that have fallen out of their pocket. So we'll back that. I actually collect rivets. I've got a lot of rivets. I don't know why I keep them, but I do. And I think they're pretty cool. But I want to go up here. I want to show you real quick while I'm right here. I wasn't going to bring you to until I found something associated with this. But here's where the foundation was. Right here, going this way, and here's steps going up into it. And there's a chimney pile right back there. So there's a big pile of stone right there. And you can tell from here that a structure stood here. And that flat area right there, that built up area, is just full of iron nails. But I have not found anything out here. And you can see where a bunch of rocks has been placed right here. So I think the road came down through here past this little building. And it curved around this way and went across the creek right there. So you know, all of this farm, we have permission for that too, and that might be another detection, another dig. But you know, I just wanted to show you some of the things that I've noticed just walking through here, and of course that rivet. All right, let's go to the next plug. All right, you guys, Brian will attest, it's been slim pickings, huh?
Yeah, it's been pretty slim.
But he found something that's interesting, and I have seen these before, and I'm sure many of you guys have seen these before too. And this is what is called a reins guide. So it goes right on the front of a buggy, and the horse reins go right in through that. And yeah, that's a reins guide. What else did you find? Oh, you found a harmonica reed?
The only other thing I found worth showing is part of a harmonica reed.
Harmonica reed, well.
Right here in front of the house.
And that's pretty typical of many old home sites in the 1800s.
1800s, early 1900s. They were very, very popular.
Yep.
We find these everywhere.
Everywhere. That and watch frames.
Yeah. Yeah.
I told everybody that I found a watch frame over here, a piece of one. The last time I found watch frames was actually with Brian.
Yeah, and you found a bunch of them. Yeah.
A ton of them.
We have quite a collection now.
Yeah.
So.
Brian is a blacksmith. I mean, professionally a blacksmith. You know, he brought something out. He found this, and we were sitting there talking about it. And tell me tell them what you were telling me.
Okay, so I make these, and what this is this is part of a log chain that would have went to a mule. And if you can see right here in between my fingers, this is hand forged on an anvil, and this thick part is where it actually forged welded together. You'll never see the seam, but the way that this is forged is it's obviously done around the horn of an anvil. The two ends would be right here, and this is hammered flat.
Yep. Yeah, you can see that.
And that is where the two ends
and this is kind of flat.
Yep. This is where both ends get to a extremely hot temperature in order for you to hammer this flat and weld a ring together. And then this would have...
Now, how did they weld that? I mean...
Okay, well this
is... So they put that on and then...
This is forge welded also. So it's hard to see it. But you can see where it's around, and there's a seam that would go right down through the center. You can just kind of make it out. So this is done the same way. It's all one piece. It's folded around, and then it is forge welded to however long this was, and it would have went to a chain or a hook. This was probably part of an actual hook.
Okay.
That you could put the chain in and lock it all in place.
Okay.
So this is actually really old. This is something that is hand forged. This is stuff that I make, and you don't find people that make this kind of stuff anymore. This is a piece of history.
Cool.
So
way to go. All right. All right, appreciate Brian showing that. All right, you guys, welcome back. We're gonna call it the day. It's been about 4 hours for me, and that's long enough. I'm tired. Brian joined me after lunch, and he's getting ready to go back to work. And I'm gonna actually, the landowner came out, and Brian gave the little boy the reins guide that I showed you and the harmonica reed.
Yep.
So it made his day. Anyway, I'm just going to show you what I found, and then what Brian found since he got here. I think most of the stuff you have seen. Some of it you have not. I didn't show you that. That's all brass. That's a handle, I think, of a utensil of some sort. This is a token. Now, this token, you have found these before.
Yes. Okay, so I have found these, and I've found a bunch of these. So these were gaming tokens, and I did not get to see it. So for amusement only, no cash value, token. Okay, so I have found these a lot, and there was a general store about 2 miles down the road, and it was the Riley store. They had slot machines, gaming machines inside the store, and during the Great Depression, people didn't have a lot of money, so what you could do is you could play a game for simple items like candy bars, gum. I have found a bunch of these where on the face of them it says token good for a loaf of bread. I found them where they are 2 tokens good for gum, stuff like that. But that's what these are. They're gaming tokens during the Great Depression, that you could play in a slot machine essentially to win goods for your home that you actually need.
Okay, all right, so that's pretty cool.
And Todd, if you want pictures of the ones that have bread and stuff on them, I'll be more than happy to send you pictures.
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, well, I'll have him send me some of those. I'll put them in the video. So then I found some. I got a Wheatie here. I've got 1, 2 pennies and a dime. I got a rivet. I've got some rings, cinch rings here. I don't know what this thing is here. Not really sure. Piece of a watch. Of course, that Crotobel's my find of the day, and it does ring. I showed you that.
That is the find of the day.
That's the find of the day right there. And then lots of trash. Every single one of that is a whole dug.
Yeah.
And so Brian found some sickle bar teeth. Of course, we showed you that. And this is lead.
I'm thinking it's wheel weight.
Oh, we'll wait.
I'm assuming.
And salt and pepper shaker, or
yeah,
something.
Lead.
So
and just, you know, your average stuff.
So what surprised you the most about this place?
What surprised me the most about this place is the fact that I know how old it is and the family that's lived here, and how little
we found. How little we found.
How little we found.
But she did say that it was detected before.
She did. After the fact that we were here, she did say that it has been detected before.
Yeah.
So.
But they missed that Crotobel.
Yes.
They missed
Thankfully,
that Crotobel.
I am so excited that you found that.
Yeah. This is only the second one I've ever found. Pretty happy with that.
You will find more. And then we'll have to get you a leather belt to put them on.
Yeah. Now, does that say 6?
It very well could say. It. A lot of them that I have about that size do say N06. They say number 6 on the bottom.
Yeah, I think it says 6 right there. All right, you guys. Really appreciate you tagging along. Wish we'd have found some better stuff, greater stuff, but we had a good time.
It goes. That's why it's called metal detecting.
That's why it's called
metal finding.
That's right. You guys hit like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next episode. Take care and God bless.